Hi, welcome back to the GymBox. My name is Shelly, and today we're going to do a great running stretch. Just 15 minutes. I just got off a great run on my treadmill, so we're going to stretch it out because I definitely need it. Okay, so we're going to go wide here. I'm just going to put my towel down to the side. We're going to use it a little bit later. Okay, take a nice breath up and exhale. So make sure your muscles are warm, and you're doing this particular stretch after a little workout, whatever it may be, walking, running, dancing, you name it, okay? Rotates through the waistline. Just kind of loosen up that lumbar spine. Perfect. Take it down to the knees. We're gonna push the toes out. Now, after I do a run, this is the first thing I do. I sit here like this, release my hips a little bit, push the knees back, just kind of get the inner thighs stretched out a little bit. And we're gonna deepen that by going up to the hands. One shoulder's gonna drop forward. I'm gonna look up behind me as if someone's tugging on my ponytail, and I'm gonna nod my chin in. Oh yeah. Lift and twist to the other side. Oh yeah. Good. Bring it back down right here. Hands go to the floor, lengthen through the backs of the legs. Now I want your body to be heavy. Release your head, and you're gonna kind of cradle your head with your arms, okay? And you're just gonna take a nice swing, side to side. It's gonna release the tension in the lower back. Okay, now we're gonna deepen it by adding a bend of the knee. Sweep from side to side. Okay, when you run, you're in a nice, tall, standing up position the whole time. Oh, we're just gonna loosen up that back. Good, take it over to the left leg, and I want you to bring your chest to your thigh and just hug your leg. Just breathe into it. Now you're gonna bend that knee, sink in a little deeper, and then lengthen right back up. Good, bend the knee again, and up. And now stay here, open up that top arm and look at it. Deep breathing. Your muscles need the oxygen as they stretch. Good, we're gonna come back down to a bent leg on that one side. Stay here. Now, we're getting a nice adductor stretch in this leg, okay, inner thigh. Now we're gonna go right into the typical runner stretch, which is this position, okay? Got a nice lunge. The front leg is bent. The back leg is straight. You're pulling out of that knee. Just pull out of that hip. Good. Hip flexors get nice and tight when you run or walk, okay? So we're making sure that hip stays nice and extended by activating the glutes. Okay, now I'm gonna lift my hips straight up to the ceiling. Oh yeah. Great stretch. Now there's a big difference between being open with the hips and then closing the hips so they're square off to the leg. I want you to square it off. You're gonna feel so much more of a stretch through that front leg. Great. Good, bend the back knee, grab your front toe. Now I'm also getting a hip stretch here, pulling on the toe. It's so great to be able to take the time to get a nice stretch in, you guys. If you may have ever taken a little jog or a walk and never stretched and notice how crappy you feel after, oh, it's terrible. This will make you feel golden, okay? Back to the middle, come back to the cradling of the head, and we're gonna swing it out again. Swing side to side. And bend the knee. Good, take it over to the other leg. Your right leg, chest is on your thigh. And just pull it in using those arms. Open up the top arm and look at it. Chest to the thigh. Woo, stay here. Let's just bend the right knee and straighten back up. Get a little deeper each time. Bend the right knee, back up. One more time, bend the knee and come all the way down into that adductor stretch. So the toes are forward, just right here. Oh yeah. And going right into the runner stretch on the other side. So the back leg is straight. I'm again pulling out of that hip. My front knee, so important, you guys, that it stays above the heel, okay? If you're forward here, oh, lots of pressure on that knee. Okay, we want to avoid that. Save the knees. Good, lift the hips up. And remember, we're gonna square the hips off. So your left hip should be squaring off towards that front leg or the side wall there. Try to drop the head into it. Good, take it down. Woo. Back to that runner stretch. Now we're gonna go back to the adductor stretch. Right here. Turn it out, but this time you're in a lateral rotation. So the toes up to the ceiling. Okay, we're gonna sink a little deeper into that inner thigh. And slowly do your spider crawl to the other side, okay? Toe up to the ceiling, lift the toes up. Excellent, okay. We're now gonna sit on the floor. And I want you to pull one knee on top of the other. So they're lined up nicely, okay? Now we're facing the corner. Both hips are firmly planted into the floor. We're gonna reach the arms up and out. Now you're not just reaching straight up, you're going actually up and out. Nod the chin in. Lengthen out of the top of your head. Good, deep breath, go even deeper. The more you reach out and reach in opposition with your hips, the deeper that stretch is gonna go into the hip. Now keep lengthening, and you're gonna put the fingers on the floor, drop the head. Take a deep breath, and you'll just feel that stretch so nice in that top hip, right here. Good, lift it up, hug the knee. Perfect. Now that same leg goes on top, but this time we're lining up the feet with the knees, okay? And again, you're gonna reach up, straight out. Little differently on how you stretch out that hip. Oh yeah, touch the floor, nod the chin in. Good, this time roll up through the back. Woo. Same leg goes out. Okay, so we take it out to the side. I'm gonna grab the toe and I'm gonna lean, up and over. So you're actually mostly stretching through your side, not so much your leg here, okay? So think about the side. Heavy through this opposite hip. Okay, now you're gonna turn, square the shoulders off, and drop forward. Great. Now, you're gonna come over to the side, come on your elbow. You're gonna grab that same leg, push the hip forward. So we're going into the quad stretch, because of course, it's a muscle we can't neglect after we're going for a run. Push it forward, lengthen. Now I want you to do something, pull the knee to the chest, and then swing it right back. Hips forward. Now, you're gonna place the foot on the floor, and square your hips up to the ceiling, okay? Even deeper through that quad stretch. Push the hips forward. Woo! I could sit here all day. I don't know about you. This is an awesome stretch. Feels really good. Especially when you got nice warm muscles. Great job. Let's go to the other side. So we gotta do that whole series on the other side. So you're gonna start again, lining up the knees on top of one another. We're kind of off to the diagonal here. Reach straight up and out. Now, super important that the hips stay down and you got a nice flat back. Chin is knotted in. So you got a nice long spine. Go a little deeper. Okay, as you sit here, you'll gradually just sink into the stretch even deeper. Feels awesome. Good, and relax it down. Chin to the chest. Good. Square it off to the front now. So now we line up the feet and the knees. Straight up and out. Hips are down. Think of heavy, heavy hips. Reach the fingers even longer. And release to the floor. Chin in. Perfect. Roll it up. Same leg, out to the side. Woo. Reaching up and over. Grab the toe. Remember, we're stretching out more so through the side of your body here versus your leg. Look at the ceiling, heavy through the hip. A little longer. Good, square it off. Little deeper. Woo. Oh, I don't know about you, but I needed that one. Okay, on your elbow, grab the same leg, push the hips forward, open that chest. And pull the knee to the chest in and swing it right back. Perfect. Now, both legs are gonna come in front of you, okay? This is the common stretch for a runner. I can't touch my toes. Can you touch your toes, okay? Now, we're gonna perfect this stretch a little bit. Relax your shoulders. Think of using your stomach to lean, okay? If you can touch your toes, awesome, okay? But if you can go further, use your stomach and go further. Nod the chin in. Another thing, the more you flex your feet, dorsiflex your feet, or even think of pulling the pinky toes back to your shoulders, the more your stretch you're gonna get in that gastroc and soleus muscles, all those calf muscles that you work so much when you run and walk. Okay, nod the chin in, lengthen. Ugh. Roll it up. Whew. Let's do that again. Arms go forward and use your stomach. Reach all the way past your toes if you can. Nod the chin and flex those feet nice and strong. Chin in. A little deeper. Exhale. Good. Now this time, if you can, bend those elbows. Oh, stretch here. Chin in. Feet are slightly apart. Roll it up slow. Woo. Perfect. We're gonna go to your back. Okay, so if you wanna lay on a towel, you can. I'm going to, because who knows what's been on this floor. Okay, right here. Now we're gonna go right into a hip release, okay? Hip release, really good for running again, okay? Runners get so tight in those hips. So just let it drop to the side. And let's reverse the direction. Take it up and around. Just kind of heavy dead weight if you can. Just literally drop your leg to the floor. Good, you're gonna take that same leg across the body and look the opposite way. Oh yeah, releasing through the lower back. And back to the middle. Let's go to the other side. Hip release. Drop the hip. Let it drop. Perfect. Reverse it. Up and around. Oh. Make sure you're keeping that other hip flat on the floor. Good. Cross it over and look the opposite way. In the nose, out the mouth. Good. Roll over onto all fours now. Knees and hands. Okay. Rock back here. Sit on your heels. Reach your fingers out. Crawl them or walk them away as far as you can. Now roll up through the back. Chin in. And feet down. Hips up. Heels on the floor. Lengthen through the back. Take a deep breath. Perfect. Take one foot at a time. Get into those calves. Now, another way you can do this, stretch out the calf and then just soften your knee slightly. We're gonna get deep into those Achilles. Other side. Soften the knee. Great. Push both heels down one more time. Walk the hands in. Good. And then just give yourself a hug. Oh, release the head. Soften your knees and slowly stack your spine. Back up. Woo. Shake it off. Thanks for joining me today with a great running stretch. I'm sure I'll see you again soon.